Hello, folks. Welcome to today's football predictions on bettor. Another very beautiful Wednesday morning, and it's actually a Champions League night. We do have Champions League game happening today. Exciting games across the globe, and we'll be looking at Champions League matches. All right, that's what we'll do, making predictions on football matches happening across the globe on a daily basis. All right. With that said, all right, if you're coming across our video for the first time, if you're yet to subscribe, do subscribe right now and also like and share. All right, we do have high quality predictions that we put out on our VIP special group. We do have a VIP special, you know, we'll put out games that that have that high probability of coming out correctly, and most of the time we have been winning on that VIP. So you can always endeavor to join our VIP membership. You can find the link in the description of the video where you can join VIP special, as well as anywhere you see join channel VIP or join channel membership around this very video. All right, with that said, we head to the business of today. All right, we start with the very first match, and we're dealing with the most exciting match of the day. It is Real Madrid and Manchester City, a very important match for both sides. And then we look at the start for these two sides. You can see that Madrid, the home side, have actually been able to achieve 2 victories and 3 draws. They've lost once in the last 6 games. For the away side, Manchester City will have 4 victories out of the last 6 matches, and they also had 2 losses out of those 6 games that they had so far. When you look at how these two sides have fared from home and away basis, you can see for the home side, Real Madrid, they've done so very well in the last 10 home matches. They've been able to win 9 games out of the last 10 home games. They lost just one, which was the last match against Celta Vigo on that very occasion. And all right, for the away side, Manchester City, the last 10 away games that they had so far, so they're winning 5 games, drawing 2, and losing 3 games out of the last 5 out of the last 10 away matches. All right. And in this very one, it's going to be a very explosive match, if you ask me. Having seen that the last time both teams met, it was Real Madrid who actually won on that very occasion. It was a 3-1 victory for Real Madrid. And prior to that, we saw Real Madrid also beating this very side in February from away by 3 goals to 2. So it's a revenge mission for Manchester City. So it is going to be a highly tensed game. But also, we know that we're going to expect goals here. I haven't seen that the last 10 home games for Madrid produced over 2.5 on 5 occasions. And for the away side, they've also had over 2.5 scoreline. And again, the last 2 meetings between the two sides produced over 2.5, over 3.5 rather. So we do expect to see lots of goals occurring here once again. And we expect to see a minimum of 3 goals and over 2.5. That's all value for that very game. We head to the next, another very fine Champions League match. We have Club Brugge of Belgium who will be up against Arsenal FC of England. And when you look at the stats between these two sides, the last 6 games for Club Brugge, the home side, it is 2 victories and 4 losses in the last 6 games for Club Brugge. And for the away side, Arsenal will have 3 victories and 2 draws, and as well as 1 loss, which upon recent games for them. So Arsenal have been in good form. And when you look at how these two sides fared from home and away perspective, you can see for the home side, Club Brugge, last 10 home matches for them resulted to 7 victories for Club Brugge, as well as 2 draws and 1 loss in the last 10 matches that they had from home. We remember they had a 3-3 draw with Barcelona and in this very ground, and that's a side that does so very well from home. All right, when you look at the away side, Arsenal FC, the last 10 away games that they had so far, he produced 6 victories and 2 draws on also 2 losses out of the last 10 matches that they had from home. They had from away, rather, Arsenal. Okay, but Arsenal have been in very serious form, and we know that they are quite capable of, upsetting any team. So we do expect them to do very well, even when they are playing from away. Although we do not have a head-to-head record between the two sides, but we do expect to see the English side, Arsenal FC, to win out shortly in this one. I will win. That's our verdict. All right, the next is another Champions League match. We have Villarreal of Spain will be up against FC Copenhagen of Denmark. All right, look at the stats between these two sides in the last 6 matches for them. You can see for the Villarreal, the home side, it is 4 victories for Villarreal and 1 draw, as also 1 loss in the last 6 games for Villarreal. For the away side, Copenhagen, they've won 3 games out of 6. They've also lost 3 out of those 6 games. Not the side, not the best of Copenhagen's we've known in years. They've actually been losing, several matches in recent times, and I mean locally. But when you look at how these two sides fare from home and away perspective, you could see Villarreal is a side that does so very well in recent games. We could see, they are actually third in La Liga with 1 game outstanding, and of which if they win that game, it brings them to second in La Liga. This is a side that does so very well. Villarreal, the last 10 home matches that they had saw them winning 7 games in the last 10 home matches for Villarreal. They also had 2 draws as well as 1 loss. It is a very, very good side. That loss was actually, you know, uh, I think in the match against Manchester City or something. All right, but when you look at the away side, Copenhagen, the last 10 away games that they had produced just 4 victories for them and 6 losses in the last 10 away games. Not the very best of sides in recent games. All right, when you look at put all these things together, we do definitely expect to see the home side Villarreal, who are quite having more quality and quite in good form. We expect them to win outrightly in this one. So home win, that's our verdict for that very encounter. All right, we head to the next. Also in the UEFA Champions League, we have Karabakh in Azerbaijan who be up against the Ajax Amsterdam of Holland. All right, when you take a look at the stats between the two sides, Karabakh is a side that have actually done very well. We saw 4 victories for them and 1 draw, as well as 1 loss in the last 6 games. And Ajax, on the other hand, have actually fallen short of expectations. They've actually managed only 2 victories and 4 losses in the last 6 games that they have so far. Karabakh is a very good side. We saw them doing very well, coming from behind against Benfica, beating Benfica from away on that very occasion by 3 goals to 2. That's some side. They also had a 2-2 draw with Chelsea. That's a side that does so very well, honestly. And when you look at performances for home and away basis between these two sides, you can see for Karabakh, last 10 home matches, they've not lost a single match out of the last 10 home games that they had. We saw them winning 7 games and drawing 3 in the last 10 home games that they had. This is a side that is really, really strong. And when you look at the Ajax, on the other hand, the last 10 away games that they had, saw them winning only 2 games in the last 10 away matches. They've had 4 draws as well as 4 losses. Okay, even though the last time both teams met, it was Ajax who won on that very occasion from away against Karabakh by 3 goals to 0. But judging by the recent form of these very teams, we are definitely going with the home side. Despite the odd here, we expect to see Karabakh doing very well against Ajax and winning in this very encounter. So it is the home side to win out shortly. That's my preferred, verdict for this very one. Home win out shortly. That's what we expect. And that concludes it for us today on Betcraft. We wish you the very best of luck and hope your ticket goes great. You can endeavor to head to VIP special. We'll put out other quality games, to complement this ones. All right. We always put out games that, quite have that probability of coming out correctly. Very, very, good results that we have in recent times. Do endeavor to join and don't miss out for a very little token, tomorrow is another day. We'll definitely be back with our predictions on this very channel. Do not miss out. But until then, keep winning.